Okay, we have the Lee multi-tube adapter, and what that does is if you have a Lee press, it allows you to have a bullet feeder. It uses this adapter along with either the small one or the large one for various calibers, small or large, and then these two tubes. Actually it comes with 8 tubes, and you select your adapter, you put the tubes in, you load it up with bullets, you put it on your machine, and then it just rotates. All the bullets run out, just turn it, bullets run out, so on and so on. So you've probably seen this from other people make something similar, but to get this with all the tubes on to this Hornady bullet feeder die, you have to come up with some type of adapter. So I made this. This is a 3D printed out of ABS plastic part that slips onto here. It's got 3 slits in it, so this compresses. You put this on, put the hose clamp down, tighten it, then you select your small or large bushing, slip it into here, and take that pin, put it in that hole, line it up, press it down. Then once it's all together, place it in the machine, put your tubes in, you're ready to rock. So this thing, my adapter being that it's printed, this is just a little blue tape that'll come off. This hole here, I had to make it tight because I'm not sure what lead tolerances are on these pins. Now this pin is metal, everything else is plastic. This is an injection molded plastic. This is the 3D printed plastic. So it's not as clean looking as, say, something like this, but it's very strong. And even with the little imperfections that it has, it's strong enough. I wouldn't send anything out that wasn't. And if you get something and you don't like the way it looks, contact me, we'll figure it out. Either I'll send you another one, but like again, I won't send it out if it's junk. Now this hole is small. I make it small purposely, so your first thing to do would be put this in, press it in, just kind of work it around to your pin. Get it in there, get it going, pull it out. It's pretty hard. So then take your adapter. We're going to use a large one this time. Actually, we'll use a small one. I'll show you something else. Put the small one in. Put this top in like this. Set it together, and this should be a tight press. Pretty tight. You'll have to dig it off with a screwdriver, but that's fine. You want that. Okay, I'll get it mounted on the press, and then I'll come back. Alright, so this is my Hornady Lock and Load AP. And there is my adapter with the multi-tube adapter on a Hornady bullet feeder die. So for this press, you put it in, you turn it, and that's the quick lock and load bushing, which is nice. And then you would take these tubes, put one in each hole, and if you're using the small one, you would put the small tube inside of the large tube. Yeah, so then you can turn it. You load the bullets in. Once they run out, you turn it. You index it one turn, they load in, index it again, load in until you're empty. Fairly simple. And then setting up the bullet die and all that, that's not my gig. And that's not in my video, because that's not what I'm doing, but it's fairly simple. Now, with this you can load any pistol rounds, I believe. But what you can't do is load rifle. Now, other people that sell theirs, they sell this setup, or maybe something like this, but they don't, and they may sell a rifle setup, but it's totally separate. So I came up with a solution for that. Oh, but before I go, this is also small. My adapter is small, so it can fit right up next to the powder measure on this particular machine. If you put the powder measure in this hole, you put the bullet die in this station, and it indexes around and it fits. You can put it, so you can put it anywhere. And you can also loosen this and then rotate this part wherever you want. So that's nice too, and it's real compact, it's real small, and it works. And then with this tight, you can rotate this as long as you turn it in a clockwise direction. If you turn it counterclockwise, you could undo this, you know, just from the bushing in the Hornady. But if you had a Dillon or something, it wouldn't matter, because it would be tight here. Okay, so I'll be back. Alright, so what makes my adapter different is it will do pistol. Any pistol caliber that the multi-tube adapter will do. Mine will also do 223, 556, or 308 or 762, whatever you want to call it. The way it does that is it uses this die, which is the double alpha die. Really nice setup, actually. These are expensive, more expensive anyways. These are about 50 bucks, 55 bucks each. And where the Hornady ones are 50 bucks each, but 25 usually. But they don't have a rifle die that's easy to use. So what my kit comes with is this adapter, two rifle adapters, one for 308, one for 223, 556, and this goes on the comes with let's see, 8 tubes, 8 more tubes. You're gonna have tubes galore, but what the hell? 4 of each size. There's 2 different sizes. One's for the 308, obviously. One's for the 223. And the way this works is, again, you take your adapter, you take the large bushing, put the large bushing in, you put your top on. So if you already loaded something else, say 45 or some other big pistol cartridge, you pretty much just, this will already be together. You'll slide that on, come on, put that on, and then you'll take your whichever caliber you want, and you'll be able to tell one's bigger than the other on the inside. So this slides in like so, and once that's in, you would put the original 2 tubes that came in from Lee, and then you would put whichever other tube you put in. So let me go to the press and we'll do it that way. Okay, so again, double alpha die, 55 bucks. I think I got it from, I think it's benstoeger.com, the only guy I could find it. You can order them direct from Double Alpha, but they're in Australia, so the shipping's pretty expensive. You get it from Ben Stoeger. I'll put a link. His is 55 bucks, and you can get his first class shipping is like a couple bucks, or you can get it priority. I'm not going to go into how this works. They have a video on that. So you would take my adapter with the large metal adapter inside, and whichever smaller rifle adapter on the inside of here. You slide it in till it's flush. Place it on here. Slide your clamp down, and then you'll take the original tubes, I should say, that come with the Lee. Slide them in. Okay, so now we have the large tube, the small tube, and then I have 2 as well. So you slide in, this one would be for the 308. You slide that one in. And this is your small 223 tube. You slide that in. And they'll just go down until they stop. Okay. Now, this little part here, I also sell this separately. This just goes right on top of all the tubes. So this slides in, and all it does is kind of corral them all up. I didn't put all the tubes in, but you get the idea. So you'd have 4 tubes coming out, and they would all be collected here, and they'd all be set up. So my tubes hold in a 223. If you have a 55 grain bullet, I've got between 23 to 25 in there. If you depends if you have them hanging out the top a little bit or whatnot. But I'll load some up and we'll see how it works. Okay, so I went ahead and put all the tubes in. And I loaded just one row with 55 grain full metal jacket 223 bullets. And this one holds 25 exactly, which is nice. Now, another word. This little collector here will work rifle, pistol, whatever you'd use. So you can use it on all of them, no matter what tubes you have inside, because the big tubes are the same outside diameter. And then you're just gonna, if you go down to 223, you'll actually have 4 tubes. So you have the outside big one, the inner, and then just gradually steps down. If you run 308, you'll have 3 tubes. If you run 9mm, you'll have 2 tubes. You have 45, you'll have 1 tube. And then, you know, whatever calibers in between. Now, since the double alpha, this whole thing spins. That's just the design of the bullet die. This whole thing spins as well. And, well, that's just kind of how it rolls. So, when you go to index this, you'll either have to use one hand, like I only have one, so you'll use one hand, or you can just hold the bottom with the other hand, or whatever. Now, I'll rotate this to where it goes down into the feeder, and you'll watch the bullets drop. Right there. Now you could pre-fill this, but I didn't do it, so whatever. Now you have some, you know, some room up there left. So then what we do is you pull the handle, it'll index it, that rolls up, comes down, and you have a bullet. Simple as that. Index it to the other side, and then, you know, if we had, I only have one case in here at a time, so again, goes up, bullets drop down, and you have another bullet. And so on and so forth. Now, 308 works the same way. All you would do is, again, you would need a 308 die from Mr. Bullet or Double Alpha. But, you know, 55 bucks, benstoker.com, I believe it is. I'll put it in there. And all you would do is you would change this inside piece, take this one out, put the next one in. That's it. And then, of course, take the small tube out for the 223. Take that tube out. But then you're ready to go. Everything else sets up the same. If you want to take it out, use it for a pistol, you would take the inside adapter out. You would set in here whichever this adapter you want. This comes with the Lee, and you're good. You would also use the Hornady dies. Now you could use these with pistol, but I haven't done. I haven't made it yet. I haven't made the adapter yet. These are more expensive, so I figure most people go the other route. If you wanted one of these, I suppose I could make something up. But that's later on. Let's see how these go. And again, so something else I'd like to explain. 3D printed part, not plastic extruded. Or injection molded, I'm sorry. So it's going to look a little rough, some of them. Most of the time it looks pretty good, but man, this camera's not that great, so you won't be able to see. So if you get parts, like you can see that, in black, actually I'm sorry, ABS is naturally white. This is what this material is. And then they dye it whatever color. So in between layers it's going to be white. Doesn't affect the quality. Doesn't affect how it works. Still strong. If you have any questions, any problems, let me know. But you shouldn't. And again, this system will do all pistol and rifle calibers. All pistol calibers that the Lee multi-tube adapter will do, plus 308, plus 223, all for one price. I ship it all as one unit. Comes with all you will need to buy, other than what from me is you'll need to buy the multi-tube from Lee. It's like 20 bucks, and then you'll need to buy these dies, 25 bucks from Hornady, and 55 for the rifles. So hope you like it. It works well, and any questions, let me know. Thanks.